Boy, you know that guy's catching a folding chair to the head.
Greetings, tribe, and welcome to another episode of Ortega's Hotplate. I had a long last week. Last Thursday, I went back to Fort Madison for the Mexican Fiesta. Had a wonderful time. Saw pretty much everybody I'd want to. Nobody I didn't. Got some good food. Got to hang out with a couple old friends. It was good. Hung out with my mom. Watched Ted Brooks and his band Blue Zillion. Got up the next day. Went and had lunch at Sub Arena. Went with my dad. I got a giant fucking sub, and he got a piece of chocolate cake because that's how my old man rolls. The theater I work at had our first performance this past weekend. Had to, enforce our COVID policy for the first time. It went very, very smoothly. We only had like one dude was really upset, and he argued that he had no idea and that it was garbage and all this, and ends up he hadn't actually checked his emails, and then he did. It happens. It's a thing. It'll be a thing we deal with moving forward for a while, and eventually it'll just be like the smoking thing. It's just people are just used to how things are. Sunday, went and watched Steelers game. Played against the Raiders. They fucking sucked. We'll just leave it at that. New Walking Dead was top notch. That little girl who plays Judith is just fucking badass. And both Aaron and Gabriel have lost their fucking minds and are completely violent psychotics at this point, and I kind of am here for it. After that, I sat here and edited video for like 12 hours. Highest in the Room from GCW, Impact's Victory Road, and I finally watched All Out, and I know I'm stupid for taking this long, and it's absolutely as awesome as everybody said it was. I wish I would have gotten to it sooner. I'm glad that even knowing some results didn't ruin anything for me. It was just a fantastic show from front to back. Well done, AEW. I just want to talk about GCW Highest in the Room. They fucking hit a home run every time they're at bat, man. It's fucking amazing. It's absolutely fucking stellar shit. 6-man scramble. A highlight, it was won by ASF. A highlight to me was Arez. He and Gringo Loco had some really good back and forth stuff, and Arez is just a fucking fun dude to watch, man. Not Too Cold Scorpio and Effie, and you got two great wrestlers, two super entertaining dudes. What the fuck do you think you're gonna get? You're gonna get fucking gold, man. Alex Zane and Jordan Oliver. I know every time I mention Jordan Oliver, I rave about him because I fucking love watching the kid work, man. And him and the Sauce, Alex Zane together is just fucking amazing. Atticus and Mac was great because Atticus is usually hardcore, but he's still a really great wrestler. Mac is usually flipping and flopping around, and you don't really get to see a whole lot of wrestling. And both of these two seem like were taken out of their normal element and actually had some really good wrestling for the few minutes of this match. And it broke down, and both of them went back into what their wheelhouses were. It was really good fun. Starboy, Charlie, Nick Wayne, and Lucas Riley against Mansoor, Justice, and AJ. The kids took a fucking beating, but they also put on a goddamn show, man. I mean, they ended up losing the match, but goddamn, it was a lot of fun. G. Raver and Cologne, ladders and light tubes. Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's just, Dickinson and Fatu was heavy and hard, man. Jacob Fatu is a badass, and it was good. It got rough at the end. Starboy came in to do a save. Juicy came in, so it sets up Dickinson and Starboy against Fatu and Juicy, which is that's going to be an amazing tag match, I think. Tony Deppen and Ron Funches. Funches was fucking great. He did. One of the announcers called it a Funch Rap Supreme, like the Crunch Rap Supreme Alex Zane does. Now, I called it a comedian destroyer because he did a fucking destroyer. It was pretty good. Like, he was pretty impressive in the ring for, being a comedian. I mean, I don't know how much time he's trained or whatever. I mean, obviously he's a huge wrestling fan and he knows a lot of people, so he probably had access to stuff. So, I mean, who knows? But it was good. It was a lot of fun. And Gresham versus Suzuki was just a mind blower, man. So good. It was a great wrestling match. You should really just give it a watch. Suzuki gets to win and gets confronted by Gage at the end, and that's a wonderful way to end the show. Victory Road was great stuff from Impact. Some highlights for me: Laredo kid, always great to see in a match. Rohit and Cardona. It was a no DQ match, and after Rohit put the knee in her face, I knew it was coming, that she was going to come down and interfere and cost Rohit the match. It was just like, it seemed like it was a given. It happened. I wasn't mad about it. They actually have a match with each other tonight. I haven't got to it yet because I was watching the brand new SVU, because season 23 of SVU has fucking started. First 2-hour episode tonight. Also, Maloney's back as Stabler in a new season of Organized Crime, and they're tying them together again, and I'm excited. So sorry that my SVU entered up the wrestling talk. Anyway, I really like SVU. It's on Thursdays on NBC. You can watch it the next day on Peacock. Just wait a day. Just wait a day. That's all you got to do. You can watch it on Peacock. And I know you got a subscription. You bunch of motherfuckers are watching WWE, even though you say you don't. You're pissed about it. I still watch it too, and I'm pissed about that. Anyway, at least I'll admit it. Whatever. Callahan and Eddie tagging against Moose and Morrissey was odd and fantastic and wonderful. Shortly after Victory Road, they were doing TV tapings, and Sammy apparently broke his ankle, which really sucks. So I think they were going into a really good angle here with him and Eddie. Also, that fucks up the Switchblade Conspiracy reunion at the Revolver show, because obviously I don't think even the machine that Sammy is, I just don't think he could be back up wrestling in 6 weeks after a broken ankle that he had surgery on. But who knows? He's a fucking madman. I think they're trying to find somebody. I'm kind of hoping they put Kingston in there just because him and Mox have teamed together. And I think Kingston is a really cool fill-in for Sammy there. Not that anybody can fill Sammy's shoes, but just saying. Just overall, a really, really fantastic show. Again, Josh Alexander, Chris Sabin, my God. Josh Alexander doesn't do anything except make fucking magic in the ring, man. He's just fucking amazing. We're just going to edit that out. Keep in mind, every Thursday, brand new Snacking with Ortega over on YouTube. This coming Thursday will be the third of 5 episodes for Hispanic Heritage Month. So, that's the thing. I haven't watched much other wrestling this week because I've been busy. Like I said, the theater I work at reopened, and so I've been really busy there. So I'm going to get the stuff this weekend, and so I'll just do, like marathon watching, catch up on all the wrestling. One last thing I want to talk about before I go here today. In my hand, I have the last can of Campbell's beef and noodle soup that I know of in existence. They apparently discontinued this sometime in the last year. I had no idea. And the sad thing is it's like one of my favorite things. As far as condensed soup goes, I ate a lot of it as a kid. A lot of soups and sandwiches because that we're poor and that's quick and it's easy, and it's also I can fucking fix it myself because it's a fucking can of soup. Anyway, I ate a lot of vegetable soup. The little alphabets in it and shit, and that's what I like. And I ate the fuck out of it. But like this like alphabet soup's like your everyday soup, but the beef and noodle was like that special time, like only every couple of months would you get the beef and noodle out. It disappoints me that I'm not going to have this again. And of course, I can make a beef and noodle soup. I'm sure I can recreate this fairly closely, and that's fine. And I'll do that when I want that special memory of Campbell's beef and noodle soup. You guys can say goodbye to this now. I'm not saying I'm going to eat it tonight, but it'll be gone by the time I see you next. I'm Ortega Latrobe. This has been Ortega's Hot Plate. Please go over to YouTube and check out Snacking with Ortega. New episodes every Thursday. Like, share, subscribe, donate to the stinking podcast here through the gimmick. I'm going to set up a Patreon sometime soon, so hopefully I can get some of you guys to give me like $1 or something a month, and I can put it all together and make a trip to Taco John's, some shit like that. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Ortega Latrobe.
I love Ortega's sauce. It makes my taco pop.